Okay. First and foremost, excuse my facial hair. I know I look a little scruffy. I work outside. It's bitter cold now sometimes, especially in the morning. So I grow my beard in the wintertime to keep my face warm. Works a little bit. This video I wanted to talk, as you can see, we're starting to decorate for the holidays, you know. Most of my holiday decorations are up already. I wanted to do a discussion about a charity, cards for hospitalized kids. Now, this is another Donnie Mochiano story. That's how I found the charity. I'm a huge fan of Donnie Mochiano. I follow her on Facebook and YouTube. I read her autobiography this year. I've interacted with her personally, comments back and forth many times, and she's gone out of her way every single time to be respectful to me. And she is one of the nicest people that you've ever wanted to talk to in your entire life. Now, this past summer, Dom was doing a lot of television, radio, magazine interviews, mostly because of her autobiography, her children's book series. She's back in the spotlight again. She's been doing a lot of that stuff this past summer. And it seemed that 2 out of every 3 interviews, or whatever that she did, appearances she made, were on television and radio stations that I do not get. And it got to the point where it was a running gag. She would comment on her Facebook fan page, status update, I'm doing this interview, etc., etc., etc. And I would just say, guess what? Meaning, I don't have it. Can you post a link for me? And there were at least 7 or 8 interviews that she did that she posted a link so that I could watch it and other fans that missed it could watch it. There were a couple that she didn't get the link, so it is what it is. But if she found the link, she posted it for me and her other fans, and I would go out of my way to thank her for it. There was one particular interview she was doing for NBC Universal Sport, which I had never heard of up until that moment. And I'm like, what? And I'm commenting back and forth, and she's actually online commenting back to me, NBC Universal Sport. I look at my guy lineup. I have Verizon cable programming, and I cannot find the channel. I don't have it. So don't worry, I'll definitely post a link for you. And the punchline was she didn't get a link, so she couldn't post it. I haven't seen it to this day. But this is a woman who has 2 children under the age of 5. And at 11 o'clock at night, she finds 5 minutes to sit down and actively type back and forth to a fan, because she knows I appreciate her. She knows I'm a big fan of hers. She knows I enjoy watching her appearances. And I said to myself, this is a very polite person. I never met her in real life though, but this is someone that's very polite and respectful. And she has a very staunch reputation. She's been in the spotlight since she was 9. She just turned 31. Okay? She has never refused a fan's autograph. She has never refused a fan's request so long as it was reasonable. And I'm like, what a nice person. And I've probably said several things countless times. First and foremost, what a wonderful name her son has. Second, how lucky of a man her husband is. She's married to a foot and ankle specialist in Cleveland, Ohio. And she's involved in a lot of charities. Speeches, speeches, dinners, just money donations. She probably can't tell you how many charities she's involved in at any given time. So, and I said to her, because she was always going out of her way to be nice to me and always, posting this link or that thing, or she'd always acknowledge me when she could. And I said, I'm going to do something for you one day. I never broke a promise in my life. I wasn't going to start with her. So, one day, she says, I'm doing a speech, or she was doing a gathering, she was attending a dinner for an adoption organization. And I said, how do we donate? And she commented back to me and gave me the link. It was the Dave Thomas Foundation, Dave Thomas of Wendy's fast food chain. So, coincidentally, I made the donation a night before her birthday. And I had just gotten back to work after being unemployed for a long time. And I hadn't even got my first paycheck yet. I took the money out of my savings account for the donation. And on her birthday, I commented her happy birthday like I always do. But I also said, I just made a donation for the Dave Thomas Foundation. She's the type of person where if she sneezes and you say, God bless you, she'll probably hug you. Okay? She is so grateful to the smallest thing done for her by the smallest person. She is unbelievably grateful for anything you do for her, anything you give to her, anything you do or give to others. She goes out of her way to show her appreciation. And sometime later, I'm on her fan page again, and there's a Cards for Hospitalized Kids, their Facebook page. The administrator of their Facebook page posted a picture on her wall. And it was a picture of a little girl who was completely bald in the hospital. In one hand, she's holding a card. The other hand, she's holding an autographed picture from Dom. And she is literally lit up like a Christmas tree, pardon the expression. And she's just mesmerized that Dom took out her time to give her an autograph. And now I was jumping up and down because she could find 5 minutes to talk to me at 11 o'clock at night about an interview that in the big picture of the world means nothing to anyone. And I told her, I said to her, it was her anniversary, I said, happy anniversary, blah blah blah. I said, your husband is the luckiest guy in the world. I said, I always tell them how lucky your husband is, how lucky your kids are, how lucky your family is to have someone like her. Well, when I talk about how lucky your family is, how lucky your husband is, how lucky your kids are, what a nice person she is, okay, my terms of respect and encouragement were more profound than I myself could have imagined. There's another picture on their wall of another little girl, bald, in the hospital, laid up in bed, holding up a card Dom had written for her, get well soon, etc., 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 thinking of you. Now, they post on their Facebook wall, you can go on their Facebook and like them, Cards for Hospitalized Kids. They post many, many pictures of many kids that could have cancer, HIV, severely injured in car accidents. They could be burn victims. They could have heart problems, kidney problems, liver problems, any problem that would justify a child being hospitalized for a serious condition. And these kids have pictures and cards and autographed 8x10 photos of their favorite celebrity. Nastia Lukin, Ali Raisman. Donnie Mociano was the youngest member of the Magnificent Seven in 1996. Ali Raisman was the oldest member of the Fab Five in 2012. There's so many celebrities. Lauren Conrad was one. I just saw a picture now that was being displayed from One Direction. These are celebrities, like some of the race car drivers. I can't name them all. First of all, I imagine for every one celebrity that you see their picture on the Facebook page, I imagine there's 50 more celebrities whose pictures you don't see. And Ali Raisman, they actually went out of their way to acknowledge. I made a video about Ali Raisman. I'll put the video of Dominique below and the video of Ali below. My video is talking about them. Ali Raisman donates so many pictures to these kids that the page actually went out of their way to acknowledge her. And we always talk about these celebrities, they're drinking, doing drugs, stealing, assaulting people. They're always in the tabloids. The media always wants to focus on how nasty and disgusting they are. And then you have celebrities here that literally go out of their way to write a card, to send a picture, to send a poster to a kid that's sick, hopefully will survive. There's one picture of one little girl they took side by side view of her. One is she's bald, loaded with cancer. The very next picture, all her hair's grown back. She's responded to treatment and her cancer is in remission. And you see all these kids that are sick in the hospital in pain. I don't even want to think about what their parents are going through, God forbid. You know, a lot of people say, well, the kid is sick, poor kid. Well, how about the kid's siblings? How about the kid's parents? How about the kid's friends? You know, when a kid is sick, their entire family is just devastated and destroyed by the horror of their illness or their injury, whatever's wrong with them. Horror. And these celebrities took out their time from their busy schedule, whether they were sending autographs, or they were doing speeches, appearances, whether they were lounging around in their mansions in the middle of nowhere. They took out their time to sit down and write to these kids and acknowledge these kids. And a lot of people don't understand this, but it's actually been scientifically proven. When your body is happy, when you're happy, your body's inside is happy. And these are the inner parts of your body that fight disease, inner parts of your body that respond to medical treatment, okay? When you are happy, when you're in a good mood, your body is better capable to resist things. That's why people that are upset a lot may get the cold, because their body can't fight off the germs. And you get the cold anyway, but people that are depressed and upset get sick a lot because their body can't fight off the germs, okay? So if you have a kid in the hospital with cancer, for a celebrity to take out 5 minutes to write them a card and mail it to them, that boosts their morale. That gives them hope, and that helps them keep in a good mood, maybe a little distraction from the chemotherapy, whatever they have to be put into their body. And it actually increases their rate of survival if they're in a good mood. You can have someone younger than me, healthy, but because they get depressed, they lose the will to live and they show up and die. But it's very important that you have someone that's sick in the hospital, has a very serious illness. It's very important to boost their morale. And that's why I've seen so many celebrities go to these hospitals and sit with these kids. John Goodman did, when I was younger, John Goodman would do an infomercial, I think it was on Saturday or Sunday, for St. Jude's Children's Cancer. He would come out and say, please give money to St. Jude, please help these kids. And he would say, you know, John Goodman looked in the camera one day and said, part of me is angry and part of me wants to cry. And, you know, so I just wanted to take a moment to thank the celebrities. Dominique is one, Ali Raisman's one, Nastia Lukin's one, Lauren Conrad, One Direction, Jesse McCarthy was one. There's just so many people involved, and I cannot acknowledge all of them because I'll literally be here all day reading off a list. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank them for doing what they do. And also the doctors and other hospital staff have to come in every day and sit with these kids, have to give them their treatment. You know, the doctors have to give them their treatment and sit down and explain to their parents, this is what chemotherapy does to your child. This is what the surgery is going to do to your child. This is your child's chance of surviving. And I don't even want to imagine how hard it's going to be for a doctor to say, listen, there's a 50% chance that your child under 12 is going to die in 2 years. I don't even want to think about how horrible that would be to say. And for the doctor to, you know, and offer encouragement and say, I want to fight the disease. And, you know, so the people that are involved with these kids, not just the celebrities that are saying their autographs and then once in a while stopping by to say hello, it's the doctors that have to see these kids every single day. Talk to their parents every single day. Look at them in pain every single day. Okay? And we'll talk about the holidays coming up. In America, our holiday season begins with Thanksgiving and ends with New Year's Day. And in between, you have Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. We have miscellaneous holidays. Our friends in Canada have Boxing Day, which is December 26th. And Americans are spoiled. And American adults are more spoiled than American children. We want everything. Blu-ray players, home entertainment systems, jewelry, car. We want all this useless junk that's given to us in boxes every December 25th, or for the Jews during the 8 days of Hanukkah. And all it is useless, mindless junk. That's all it is, really. You know, these kids, they don't want toys, they don't want electronics, they want to survive. That's their Christmas gift, to survive, to live long enough to be an adult. And, you know, we forget about them when we're talking about, you know, this Christmas sucked because I didn't get my home entertainment system. Well, the child who was in the hospital this Christmas with cancer wishes to God they could see next Christmas. And that's the issue. That's what is going on. It's these kids with their problems, their illnesses, and the celebrities that go out of their way to help them, the medical staff that goes out of their way to help them. Okay, and that's what I wanted to acknowledge today. You know, I just wanted to take a simple video, not talking about politics, not talking about Second Amendment rights, just talking about what it really means. You know, what Christmas really means. You know, to be thankful for this, to be thankful for that, and that's what it's all about. So, thank you, and thank everyone that's involved in that program. Thank you.